I wasn't who I thought I was. And that was so painful and so disappointing.
An old clip of Ben Affleck being a creep just resurfaced.
Just like, what are you doing?
And wow, this video is disturbing. It might be a short video, but it says a lot about the type of person Ben really is. At the start of the clip, Ben arrives for an interview with Hilarie Burton. And right away, he gets close to Hilarie and he hugs her.
It's so nice to see you.
This is obviously a pretty normal form of greeting, and you wouldn't think anything of it, right? I mean, at first glance, it looks like he just gave her a pretty brief hug. But what if I told you that that wasn't really the case? What if I told you that in those few seconds, he actually did something really crazy? In the video, Hilarie explains that Ben didn't just hug her. Apparently, he wrapped his arms around her, and then he touched her chest, if you know what I mean.
He wraps his arm around me and comes over and tweaks my left boob.
And this wasn't something that she just made up on the spot, because someone else saw it happen. And exactly as they thought, if you watch the clip slowly, you'll see that Ben gave Hilarie a little squeeze before he stopped hugging her. After this happened, you could tell that Hilarie was a little uncomfortable and in shock, but she still called Ben out for what he did. As the video goes on, right after the hug, you can hear Hilarie saying this.
Yeah, he pulled that move for sure.
And do you know what Ben said in response? He just laughed and said, "I did." To me, that sounds like Ben basically admitted that he touched Hilarie inappropriately, which is crazy. But what's even more insane is that he didn't even seem remorseful about it at all. Not even a little bit. If anything, he seemed proud of himself, because why else would he then say what he said? According to Hilarie, the next thing Ben told her was that some girls like a little tweaking here and there, and that's why he decided to do what he did without her permission. Ben's actions in this clip clearly disturbed Hilarie a lot, because years after it happened, she tweeted about it, saying that she was just a kid when this happened and it wasn't something she could easily forget. And to make matters even worse, apparently, she never got an apology for what happened. The only thing she got was this particular clip getting cut out of the segment of the interview that was released as the final product. And chances are this clip wasn't actually cut to protect her feelings. It was probably cut to protect Ben. But still, that doesn't change the fact that she remembers this, even though others don't. Hilarie was just 19 years old when this happened, and she decided to take it on the chin and just keep going. This particular interview was for MTV. And after everything was said and done, Hilarie explained that one of MTV's top brass called her and told her that she had handled the situation really well, meaning that they all knew what had happened. It was at that moment that Hilarie realized she was being groomed. Apparently, she was being trained to be a good girl, a good sport that would put up with much worse behavior in the future. It wasn't until after Hilarie made a tweet about this that Ben finally apologized to her. In his apology, he admitted that he acted inappropriately towards Hilarie and he was sorry for it. But Hilarie's tweet opened up the floodgates of sexual harassment accusations against Ben. In fact, the hashtag #MeToo even started trending at one point. Apparently, Hilarie wasn't Ben's first and only victim. There were a lot of other women who spoke out against him too. And another celebrity who spoke up about being one of Ben's victims was Anna Marie Tendler. She came out to demand an apology from Ben, saying that he had grabbed her behind, if you get what I mean, during the 2014 Golden Globes. According to her, Ben just walked by her and touched her. Allegedly, he tried to play it off like he was politely moving her out of his way, but somehow his hands missed the destination, and instead of her lower back, he touched her behind. Like most women who find themselves in situations like this, Anna Marie decided not to say anything about it. But get this, apparently, she thought a lot about what she would tell Ben if she were to meet him again. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking. Why should we believe Anna Marie? I mean, unlike Hilarie, she doesn't exactly have video evidence to prove her point. But the thing is, Anna Marie may not have video evidence to back up her claims, but she does have eyewitnesses. According to Jen Stotsky, she was also at the party, and there were a lot of them who had a similar experience with Ben. As for Ben's reaction to this, well, believe it or not, he hasn't said a single word about it. It kind of feels like he just wants it swept under the rug. But all of this is just a small part of some of the controversies that Ben has been involved in over the years. Because if we're being honest here, he's been involved in a lot. There was the time he blamed his drinking on Jennifer Garner. According to him, their marriage was part of the reason he picked up the habit in the first place. In his words, he felt trapped when he was with her. But because of his kids and whatever other reason, he couldn't leave. And then he said that if they didn't get divorced, he would have still been drinking. Now, I don't know about you guys, but To me, this sounds like Ben was saying that he would never have had a drinking problem to begin with if he had married Jennifer. And we all know that that isn't exactly the truth, because reportedly, Ben's drinking issue started way before he met Jennifer and married her. Understandably, Ben faced a lot of backlash for his comments. So he clarified his statement and explained that he would never say a bad word about Jennifer, and that he did all he did for his kids. Even though Ben and Jennifer's relationship is over now, Ben's drinking might not be. Since he got married to J-Lo, there have been tons of pictures and videos of him online looking a little bit out of it, if you get what I mean. Still, he insists that he's been sober ever since leaving Jennifer. If this is a lie, it wouldn't be the first time Ben wasn't completely honest, would it? Obviously, this is all just speculation, but either way, Ben has let everyone know that he's trying to be a better person and let go of all his bad habits, including touching people inappropriately. But what do you guys think about all this? What do you think about the old clip of Ben and Hilarie? And what are your thoughts on what Anna Marie had to say? Let me know in the comments below.